I took the industry of higher education. Again, my name is Clark. We are tasked to basically do research and investigate on some of the trends and challenges, and we need to at least pick three. I just picked three on each.
Okay.
It does say here City University of Seattle, but I didn't have enough time to really, reach out to people. But
Yeah.
then again, I work with CityU, so
Yes.
I kind of know.
So it's drawn on your own impressions,
Yes.
not third party.
Yeah, but I did research on a lot of AI in education and higher
Sure.
education.
Okay, cool.
Without further ado, the first thing we want to talk about are trends, right? I have the three topics, which is a tipping point, skills mismatch. This is the evolving job markets. It includes trying to map future employers. That's been always an opportunity for higher education in colleges to basically map that out.
Yes.
And we're always being impeded by bureaucracy in schools.
Yes.
A lot of processes and steps. And then for the second one, we have AI into all work processes. So we want AI to assist in us in decision making, handle the low level details, and just make sure that it's not a black box and everyone can understand why are we getting suggestions like these, why are these things being generated,
Yes.
and so that we want to have humans in the loop.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
For Engagement 2.0, we do have personalized learning that AI can help. Creating those captions and making it multilingual would be really great.
Yeah.
Data-driven insights as well. AI can help extract data insights that's not limited to manpower or resources.
I'm super interested to see the sources you found for this, and because this is a big thing people are trying to figure out. Yeah.
And towards the end, I put up all the sources there. And I'll go just a little bit deeper on each topic.
Okay.
So for example, I'll put direct quotes.
Yes.
Let's say hiring a business school or systems engineering research as a consultant. So we need to hire or have people collaborate with higher education with consultants that are in pulse with what's happening outside, what's the demand, people from Boeing or people from
Yes.
Amazon.
Yes.
We do have those, we just need to have more close collaboration. Okay. There's also, as there's a slow decline on, students aged from 18 to 24 on
Yes.
enrollment.
Yes.
We want to tap into other markets such as, shifting our alumni as just owners
Yes.
to maybe target them as potential students again, and make them as corporate insiders as well because they're now working.
Yeah.
So there's kind of our consultant as
That's a
well.
great idea. Yeah.
Yeah, and then don't forget that they can still be our donors as well.
Yeah.
Number three is the content of today's university coursework and programs is precisely what is needed by the workforce. What is needed is the mode of delivery. Okay, with the ever-changing landscape of how communication in media and learning and knowledge, we also need to adapt that mode of delivery. Theories did not change, right? The practical stuff may change a little bit, but the theory behind it, the processes, the systems are the same. We just need to deliver it better. Okay. Number four, problem of exponential growth of managers and administrators. As we noticed, academia and higher education, there's been more hiring on the admin part instead of the researchers and teachers, right? So we want to again flip that and reduce administrative load and focus on, with AI as well, that might streamline the admin stuff and help, and then get more teachers and researchers. Okay. AI into all work processes. Now, for point number one, let's say the low-level details, right? Let's say task includes record keeping, stats, starting and stopping activities, control display speakers. So it's more like augmenting the teachers and lecturers more.
Yeah.
But we do want to be careful and putting AI for decision making, which is point number two, is you don't want technology to be in control fully.
No.
Because we always want to have humans in the loop. So
Yes.
whatever theory, concept, frameworks, plus technology, we want the humans to be at the end, at the outer loop, so that decision making is always guardrails by
Yep.
humans. Okay.
Yes.
Next, for engagement 2.0, educators see opportunities to use AI-powered capabilities like speech recognition, increased support available to students with disabilities, as I mentioned, multilingual learners. Because right now, let's say we are, for CDU, we are an online program. We basically market that more, right?
Right.
What if we have AI assist us in translation?
Yeah.
Now we can tap different
All
parts
kinds
of the
of
world.
non-English speaking
Yep.
students.
And also, people with certain disabilities, we can also tap into that market, right? And be a leader.
Yes, my wife actually does digital
Mhm.
instruction with blind
Mhm.
people. There's so many tools available. If the whole department had it, oh my
Mhm.
God, it would open up a lot of problems.
Just think about it. If there's people with autism, they can have ASL, or again, people with blind, better audio capabilities, right? Point number 2, capturing data to detecting patterns in data. So we use AI now to extract better data
Yes.
insights from the data we already have, from
Yes.
enrollment, from the course, from the feedback, so that we could provide, better solutions
Yes.
and detect the patterns. Really, that's the important part.
Yeah.
And then we want to automate some decisions that are not really crucial, so that we could again be more
Yes.
operationally efficient.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we move on to challenges. Three
Uh-huh.
topics I picked is upskilling,
Yeah.
gaps bottom up. So
Yeah.
we want to implement expert workshops, knowledge exchange events, and micro credentials. For attract and retain top talent, we want to offer flexibilities like hybrid remote and promote more of the mission driven.
Yes.
Lastly, continuous change management. This is kind of like a standard. We have to have stakeholders buy in, resistance to change, and control our costs. Right? Now, upskilling gaps bottom up. For the first point, we want to basically have a method to assess skill needs to include expert workshops, skill surveys, forecasting models, and job vacancies. This is in line what we need, like a consultant to basically know what's happening in the job market, right? So we need to have better than skills. We need
Remember,
to
it's fluid.
Yep.
It's always dynamic and changing.
Mhm.
So we should do that periodically, like every 30, 60, 90 days. something.
Yeah, we could have it every end of the quarter, like a workshop.
Yeah.
People teach the cutting edge
Yeah.
technology, or just like what's the latest job trends in
Yeah.
search in Google, in Indeed, in LinkedIn.
Watch it.
Watch it.
Get
Yep.
the data and see like which categories are going up, which are declining,
Mhm.
which are flat.
Mhm.
That's cool.
And again, to make this like more collaborative and cohesive, point
Yeah.
number 2 is knowledge change event. Like
Yeah.
go to summits, workshops, and have speakers, participants discuss possible strategies, and maybe we could find synergies and complement each other.
Yeah.
And we also have to take note of like how to balance the demands of work and family life for our students.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, balance a lot of things. And new learning programs must be included and reasonably priced to ensure everyone has the opportunity to participate. I know CDU has been active in this space, but I feel like there's still a lot of room for improvement for that one.
I also like to call it a knowledge exchange event.
Yep.
That's like everybody's bringing something.
Yep.
It's not like just come and someone's talking at you.
So that's how we want to try to remove that top-down approach.
Yeah,
Only
yeah,
the top
yeah.
level is giving advice or what they see on the market. Sure, their ideas are valid, but we have to know those at the bottom have more close contact with the students
Yes.
as well. And even students are hungry for technology. They could be the one helping, let's say, tech school to see what's out there, because
Yes.
they're the one looking for jobs all the time, right? Lastly, micro credentials, which are not yet widely understood by individuals and see the value of it. But if we invest in, let's say, CE offerings, continuing educations,
Yeah.
we could introduce and scale these micro credential courses, and we just need to think about how the student experience is going to be, the support and partnership with the employers to have a learning integrated life. So if we build a course, let's say this HR international HR course, make it pretty good, we can actually put it in a, let's say, Coursera or whatever.
yeah, absolutely.
And we can
Multiplier effect.
multiplier effect. We have a brand there. It's really good, and everyone gets to take that
Right.
course and a micro credential as well.
Yeah.
That could maybe lead up to a bachelor's or an MBA, right? Next is attract and retain top talent. So point number one, hiring is really hard in academia, right? And most often, salary is not really the answer, right? So that's why we want to focus on selling this idea of mission-driven, right? CDU already has this mission of lifelong learning. So that's why we want to double down on it so that we can convince faculty to come teach with us, right?
Yeah.
And also mission-driven, like for School of Technology and Computing, people who work in the industry, they don't need this extra small salary to, basically eat up their time. But again, with the message that we're trying to offer them that, hey, you can transform people's life, you can impart your knowledge and stuff like that, that will help them come to us. And now the question is retaining top talent, okay? Once now they're with us, now the problem is when we overload them with a lot of admin stuff, then they'll go away. This is not worth it. So right now we want to basically help them with adding student workers or AI to basically, again, help manage the low-level details and just have them teach and impart their knowledge.
Yes.
Right. So that also requires, stakeholders to help out with the program, the curriculum, the modules, so that everything's streamlined and not fall on the lecturers. Okay. Let's see. And number two, just to make sure that recruiting and retaining talent is just not for the HR, there must be in every leader of the department, they should have that buy-in. They should have that support. Okay? Okay. And thus, a chart that we saw is in the last year, how difficult has it been to hire employees and staff? You can see there's a moderate problem for faculty, academic admin, research admins, and recruitment. It's kind of high compared to others. In this other chart, hiring problematic as well. You can see that in the IT, it's really hard to hire people.
Where do you find these data sets?
Baso. Yeah, I'll show the references.
Oh yeah, it's very interesting, yeah.
Yep. Next is continuous change management. I only saw one good graph wherein it's kind of typical, even though this is higher education, you see insufficient stakeholder engagement
Yes.
and management,
Yeah.
lack of leadership buy-in or support,
Yes.
right? And resistance to change. So it's nothing different. It's just that to deal with this type of opportunities, we want every member of the organization to learn about change management first, so that everyone can understand the language and be on board with it, right? And lastly, controlling costs is very important in academia, especially in higher education. So we always want to focus on operational efficiency, teach them lean management, and so on and so forth, share best practices as well. And I think this is the end of my slide. And my
Nice.
references are, all of them are higher education. There's one that's really good, which is the, hold on, where's the one? It's really hard to read from this side, I guess. Because there's this one that is like an official from the government.
The OECD guy?
Yeah, maybe not the one. I'll click some of them. This one, offsite.
Okay, ed.gov.
Yeah. So basically, this is a very extensive report of like how AI in the future.
Oh my God!
It's just
Can you send me that
basically-
link separately?
Yep. And even the table of contents is
Oh my
good
God.
because they laid the foundation. They laid out their perspectives, their learnings, insight, challenges, and better on the recommendations. Right. So you already have these slides linked. So
Yeah,
you
that's cool. No.
Okay. So that's about it. Thank you.
Yay! Thank you very much. Nice job. I think this is actually something the school should see.
I know.
Did you already show that?
No. You can say.
I will tell them you did it.